This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell and Stacy Jensen. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Give them a call, 727-9900.
Welcome to News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Stacy Jensen. It's Monday, December 13th.
Well, Judge Kim Wonker here in Pahrump has contacted News 25 regarding an agenda item that is up for discussion and deliberation this Thursday. The district court judge says, as you know, there is zero security at any of the courthouses served by the 5th Judicial District in Pahrump, Goldfield, and Tonopah. In the past few months, things have severely escalated, and they have had several close calls, including an active shooter on their way to the Pahrump courthouse just last month. Nye County Commissioner Bruce Jabbour has gotten into a feud, she says, with District Court Judge Robert Lane over the refusal to allow him to conceal carry in the Nye County courthouses. She says in retaliation this morning they learned that the Nye County commissioners are proposing removing both district judges from their offices and courtrooms. She says that there was no communication with the district court about this item being placed on the BOCC agenda. Nye County has refused, she says, to hire a bailiff that was requested, and the judge says that they do not have any security whatsoever on a day-to-day basis, the courthouse being the main location where disputes can escalate. Of course, News 25 has reached out to Nye County Commissioner Bruce Jabbour.
And in more BOCC news, the commissioners have placed on their agenda 2 items for discussion and deliberation to recognize the Ian Deutsch Government Complex in Pahrump and the William P. Becko Justice Complex in Tonopah, owned by Nye County, and the Nye County Board of Commissioners have the power and jurisdiction to control and manage the property. The 5th Judicial District Court has the right to impose security measures for the courtrooms and the office space occupied by the 5th Judicial District Court staff or used for district operations only. The court order in the matter of the courthouse and the courtroom security in the 5th Judicial District Court, dated February 5th of 2010, ordered by District Court Judge Robert W. Lane, only applies to the 5th Judicial District courtrooms and office space occupied by the 5th Judicial District Court staff in each respective complex. And the other item is to move the courtrooms completely. The item says to relocate the 5th Judicial District Department's 1 and 2 courtrooms and staff from the Ian Deutsch Government Complex in Pahrump to the county-owned facility located at 250 North Highway 160 in Pahrump, and from the William P. Becko Justice Complex in Tonopah to the county-owned facility located at 1118 Globe Mallow Lane in Tonopah, and to establish a timeline.
Well, state troopers are investigating a crash here in Pahrump. It happened late Sunday afternoon at the intersection of Highway 160 and Basin Avenue.
The Nye County Sheriff's Office, Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue, and the Highway Patrol were dispatched to the crash. A white sedan and a small red SUV collided in the intersection. One person who was injured was transported to Desert View Hospital. The Nye County Sheriff's Office says a passenger in the white vehicle fled on foot following the crash. He's described as a Hispanic male with facial injuries. A portion of the intersection was closed for a short time while first responders helped those involved and troopers conducted their investigation. Both vehicles were damaged and had to be towed from the scene.
And what started as a traffic stop in Pahrump led to a high-speed pursuit and the eventual arrest of a driver who now faces a list of charges. Brad Francis has all the details.
Ulysses Rebular has been booked into the Nye County Detention Center on 1 count of driver disobeying a peace officer, endangering other people, 1 count of possessing, receiving, or transfer of a stolen vehicle, and 2 felony drug offenses. A Nye County Sheriff's Office deputy on patrol observed a gold Toyota Camry traveling southbound on South Homestead Road that did not have a working license plate lamp. When the officer tried to initiate a traffic stop, the car, being driven by Rebular, sped off, going as fast as 80 miles per hour. He eventually turned into the driveway of a home on East McGraw Road. After being detained, Rebular told officers he took off because he had a warrant for his arrest. The sheriff's office says a records check confirmed Rebular had a felony extraditable warrant. A records check also confirmed the car Rebular was driving had been reported stolen. Deputies questioned Rebular about the vehicle. They say he told them he bought the car from someone who had it listed for sale on Craigslist. However, officers say he could not tell them who he bought it from or how he contacted that person. When deputies searched the vehicle, they found a hypodermic needle with a clear substance in the driver's door. A field test indicated that substance was methamphetamine.
And we'll be back with more News 25 after this break.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on.
Well, there has been 3 confirmed new deaths related to COVID-19 here in the county since last Monday, all Pahrump residents. There are 74 new COVID-19 positive cases in Nye County since last week. That's 2 in Amargosa, 2 in Smoky Valley, 2 in Tonopah, 1 in Beatty, and the remainder here in Pahrump. The schools have reported 8 new COVID cases among students. The Pahrump COVID-19 vaccine and flu vaccine clinic will be held every Tuesday from 9 to 1 here in Pahrump. You can give them a call, 775-751-7070 for an appointment. Amargosa, Beatty, and Tonopah still have their vaccine clinics as well weekly.
And this holiday season kicks off with our public work crews kicking it into high gear.
During the most recent county commissioner meeting in Tonopah, Assistant Director of Public Works Thomas Bowling gave an update on projects throughout the county. Bowling stated that the county is still currently working on repairs from the last storm in July, which destroyed many roads and properties. The Public Works Department will continue to chip seal and Durapatch roads throughout the county during the Christmas holiday before we get into freezing temperatures. Repairs for Bella Vista have been approved and are on schedule. The commissioners have also designated Bella Vista as a county-maintained road for repair and maintenance purposes. There's signal maintenance occurring this week throughout the town. Bowling urges travelers to be patient as this may result in brief delays.
MC4, we now have them under contract to do the signal maintenance in Pahrump Valley. So they will be starting Monday. They will be doing all of the signal maintenance on all of the stoplights in Pahrump Valley. The 3 stoplight sections that we have. So hopefully everybody gives them a little latitude, a little bit of extra.
You're saying that. Why are you giving us that kind of a input? What's going on? What do you?
They're going to be. There'll be traffic control. There'll be. I don't want people to be upset because they're out there doing the maintenance. It'll help with the stopping timing and stuff like that on the actual lights themselves. Because right now, I think 2 of our lights are in default where they let the pedestrians go when there's no pedestrians to go. So right now we have to be able to end that. So instead of letting the pedestrians go when there's no pedestrians, they will just go ahead and let the cars go. Turn signals, that kind of stuff.
And the Henderson Police Department is ready to break ground on a new substation in West Henderson.
The new Henderson PD substation will be located on Via Inspirata, just south of Volunteer Boulevard. This will be the department's first area command expansion since 2007. In addition to briefing and meeting rooms, offices, locker rooms, and a fitness center, the second floor of the substation will house the City of Henderson's Dispatch Center, which is relocating from the Henderson Police Headquarters. The training centers for the Henderson Police Academies will also relocate to the new facility as well, and will feature state-of-the-art classrooms, training rooms, a defensive tactics room, an outdoor track, and more. Once complete, HPD plans to build a permanent canine memorial at the site. The West Police Substation, with 52,000 square feet of space, is being built by the Penta Building Group at a cost of more than $22 million. Barring any delays, it will be finished late next year. The Henderson Police Department, Henderson Mayor Deborah March, and other dignitaries will break ground for the new substation this Thursday, December 16th.
In control before.
Pahrump Church is giving small businesses and crafters a place to showcase and sell their products. Each month, the doors open the First Southern Baptist Church's All Seasons Market. News 25 had a chance to speak with Teresa Vale at the very first market this past weekend.
All Seasons Market is something that I just came up with this idea and told our pastor, and he's like, okay, you're in charge. And I'm like, okay. So I decided that we should have more vendor markets and stuff. I mean, we have a few here in Pahrump, but I just thought it'd be kind of fun to have a mix of crafters and also some direct sellers, because I just like a good mix overall. I've done events throughout my years as a direct seller, and I've done state fairs, county fairs, little events, big events, but I just thought, since I live here in Pahrump, I would just like to see something that had just had a nice mix and just had some really great vendors, throughout. And I just thought, let's call it All Seasons Market. That way I don't have to change the name every month. And I just thought it was a nice spinning name. What's going to be great is that when everybody knows that we are going to be here all the time, the people are going to come. And they're going to also want to be part of this as a vendor as well. And it's going to happen every second Friday and Saturday of each month here at First Southern Baptist Church. It's free to come. We don't charge to come. We have a snack bar. We're taking snack bar by donations only. Some of them take cards, some take cash. Some have do their business right through their website, like the Forever Lady does her business right through her website. The next one will be on the 14th and 15th of January. So that's when we're going to have our next one.
And First Southern Baptist Church is located on Highway 160 just north of Simpkins Road. If you need more information, including how you can participate as a vendor, you can call Teresa directly. Her number is 360-990-6634. First Southern Baptist Church is also on Facebook, and the market is open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Well, a new study from Cleveland Clinic has found that sildenafil, which is an FDA-approved drug for erectile dysfunction and pulmonary hypertension, could potentially help prevent and treat Alzheimer's disease.
We think this, data really show, potential link or association between sildenafil with a reduced likelihood of AD.
Dr. Fei-Ching Cheng is the lead researcher on the study. He says they started by looking at 1,600 different FDA-approved medications to see which could be an effective treatment for Alzheimer's disease. They were then able to identify sildenafil as the best drug candidate. He says they reviewed a database of more than 7 million patients over a 6-year span and determined that sildenafil users were 69% less likely to develop Alzheimer's disease. Dr. Cheng says more research still needs to be done, but it appears the drug may help increase brain cell growth and decrease the development of a specific protein related to Alzheimer's disease.
In our study, I think we see more strong association in men compared to women. I think one possibility is limitation is the women have way more, much smaller sample size compared to men. So I think we really need to verify the efficacy or clinical benefit in women when we do the randomized control trial.
Dr. Cheng says it's important to understand this research is in the very early stages, so people should not go out and try to get a prescription for sildenafil to help prevent or treat Alzheimer's disease. He says they plan to conduct a clinical trial in the near future.
Amazing stuff,
Yes.
Science. All right, we'll have more right after this break.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. News 25, local news you can count on.
And welcome back. An innovative school with campuses across the country is making the difference for both advanced students and those struggling in traditional schools. It's all about one-on-one teaching, using a personalized approach to make it work for each individual student. Kim Martinez reports.
We were tasked to make a robot that we could control, so we created this guy.
An impressive accomplishment for students at a very unique school system, catering to 6th through 12th graders on campuses in 18 different states.
Fusion Academy is a revolutionary way to school.
Jessica Caston, head of school at the Scottsdale campus, explains that the schools are for those students who don't fit at traditional schools.
I feel like it's really different because at my other schools, it was like a 32 people classroom, and this is like a one-on-one.
I don't get anxious anymore because I feel like it's a supportive place.
3x cubed.
After the one-on-one instruction, the next stop for students is the Homework Cafe. It's another unique aspect of Fusion.
Our promise to parents is to take the home out of homework.
Ending the homework battle means students are required to complete all of their homework under teacher supervision before they leave at the end of the day. So what kind of students thrive within Fusion's unique model?
We have two bookends. We have special education students who need a modified curriculum. On the other end of the spectrum, we have honors students who need a more flexible schedule, or maybe they want to accelerate and graduate early, which is definitely an option here at Fusion.
There are 55 students on this campus, which is common for most of the schools nationwide. Jenny Gatlin says the experience has been life-changing for her son.
He was in a really bad place as far as how he was feeling about himself. Now we can say he's college bound. Before, he wouldn't have made it.
While Fusion has made it possible for students who need to learn remotely during the pandemic to do so, the schools have actually seen an increase in students who don't do well with distance learning.
They were seeing that the virtual environment wasn't working, and a lot of people are coming to us post-COVID because they've seen gaps in learning.
A time when innovative alternatives for students are needed more than ever. Kim Martinez reporting.
Well, if you are looking for a new kitty, we're going to get together with Darby O'Donnell Westerman, who is at Desert Haven and introduces us to Hector.
Hi, I'm Darby here at Desert Haven Animal Society, and today we are joined with Hector. Hector is a 2-year-old all black kitty, super duper pretty gold eyes, very, very big, chunky cat, super sweet though, loves to go and cuddle up with you and give you some love, but he is a kitty that has a lot of energy and he likes to play too. So when you go and visit him in his cage, he's trying to bat at you and everything. It's really, really cute. If you want to come and see Hector or any of his friends here at Desert Haven Animal Society, you can give them a call at 775-751-7020. You can look them up on their Facebook page at Desert Haven Animal Society.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
I hear that we're in for some big weather, but this is this evening, so enjoy it while you can, maybe?
That's right. Beautiful sunset, but more weather coming up.
News 25 Weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios, and weather in 3 flavors all up and down the state today. 50s, we got Fernley Fallon looking at that. 40s in Carson City, and 30s down in Tonopah and Goldfield. Up to 50 degrees out in Beatty, Amargosa, and Las Vegas. You're splitting the difference, about 57 degrees for high today. 60 out in Death Valley. Is that all you got? Here in Pahrump, it's 52 degrees, and feeling pretty perky about that. We'll head down to low tonight at 45 degrees. Just savor the moment. Those southeasterly winds to 18 miles per hour will kick up and get kind of nasty tomorrow as we have a winter weather warning. Look at this storm system coming in, and it's going to affect a whole bunch of folks, like everybody, pretty much. We've got snow coming in the elevations 5,000 and higher. We're going to have a white Christmas in Mount Charles. So we're going to have a wind warning tomorrow. Look at this, Clark County, Nye County, all these wonderful places. And it's going to be rainy. It's going to be snowy, and especially up in the mountains here. Look at this wind advisory. Oh, they give us a map with conveniently color-coded. Yellows are 40-mile-an-hour gusts. Oranges, 50-mile-an-hour gusts. Red, just forget it. Hang on. There's going to be stuff blowing across the yard. All up and down Nye County. You can see it here. And especially up in Tonopah, they're looking at a bunch of stuff. Snow tomorrow especially. High of just 50 degrees tomorrow as we deal with all those winds. And how will that affect the rest of the week? Well, let's take a look at it. Of course, big schmutz on Tuesday. But it looks like it's clearing out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're going to have some actually clear skies and beautiful weather, more or less, low wind. Temperatures hugging 50 degrees, kind of average throughout the week. It's kind of what you're looking at. Big mess tomorrow. If you can avoid going into town and over the hump, try and do that. Just give it a day. It'll calm down. And that's the report. Back to the desk. Here's Deanna.
You know, a great source to see if that pass is open in the morning is Pahrump Road Commuters Report. That Facebook page, a lot of people put up-to-date videos and photos of how the pass is doing up there. So keep up to date on that as well.
Or call 511 for road conditions especially.
There you go. And we want to let everybody know that the recycling bins down there at Walmart are manned from 7:30 in the morning till 3:30 in the afternoon. Pahrump Valley Disposal is down there with people to teach you how to better recycle. So those are available during those hours so that they can have the recycling bins be more efficient and make sure that those recyclables are in fact recyclables.
Right, and don't forget with the cold weather happening, we've got to cover those pipes and plants, bring those pets in, and don't forget to check on your neighbors. And oh yeah, pool and pumps. I got to remember the 5 Ps you told me.
Exactly, the 5 Ps. And she was
Pets,
saying
pipes, plants, pool, and pumps.
She was saying sprinklers, and I said
sprinklers,
it doesn't
too.
fit because it's not the 5 Ps. So I'm sorry about that. Oh yeah, you can't bring in your cows. That's one thing. Okay. All right, that's it. I'm Deanna. This is Stacy. Good night.
Good night.